I think it's very important to understand how important carbon pricing actually is. It's an important tool not just to fight against climate change, but also to create economic opportunities for our entrepreneurs and our families, and to help with the cost of living. And that is why we've made this choice to suspend the price on pollution when it comes to home heating oil specifically. We've done this because we're giving ourselves 3 years to create a massive transition from home heating oil towards electric heat pumps that are less expensive, pollute less, and easier to use on lots of different levels. So the investments that we're making as a federal government in partnership with the provinces are being made, indeed, to be able to make this transition towards less emissions and also tackle affordability for families. So that's one way of achieving what we want to achieve, namely to reduce emissions and also help with the cost of living. As I've said, it's a temporary suspension that's limited, and it will be the only exception that we will make. On this point, I'd like to say the European Union 4 years ago took a major strategic decision and said the European Union is going to become a climate-neutral continent by 2050. This is an ambitious objective that was set. It was decided upon by the 27 heads of state of government, and we've seen in the years in the meantime, many other regions in the world have aligned themselves with this objective, not always at exactly the same date, but they certainly are following this trend that was set by the European Union. That's our first point. Then secondly, for a long time now within the European Union, we believe that the instrument of carbon pricing is a powerful and quite effective instrument to bring about changes in behaviour and also to send a signal to our economic actors so that they can identify spaces for investments to be made that are compatible with these climate commitments, so that we can actually have a source for job creation thanks to this carbon pricing strategy. Then there's a third point that's important, the transition. This transition needs to be fair and equitable, and it is complicated. We have to deal with our own realities in the European Union and member states and in Canada. So we've found a balanced path so that we don't lose sight of the general objective, but at the same time we want to make sure that our populations, and in particular the most vulnerable, should be supported so that we can really mobilise a great deal of support and buy-in amongst the population to fight against this climate threat, and do it in a way that allows us still to have sincere buy-in from our companies and our citizens.